We're here in Peterborough Cathedral with Timothy Alban Jones, who is the sub-dean and the vice dean of Peterborough Cathedral. It's an absolutely beautiful and extraordinary place, totally singular and unique. Timothy also was really one of the main people who helped this this body of faith get through the pandemic. I wonder, Timothy, if you can talk a little bit about what you learned through the pandemic and how it's changed just how you do ministry now that you're done, or we're at this different stage.
Indeed, we're not quite out of the woods yet. One of the things about the pandemic that we noticed was that this great building actually isn't that important to our faith.
Yeah.
The Church of God, the body of Christ here on earth, can meet without the building.
Yeah.
For the first time in 600 years, all the church buildings in England were closed during the first lockdown, and that caused a great sort of searching and soul searching, and we discovered that actually there are new ways and other ways of being the church. Obviously the technology has come on a long way. We've done leaps and bounds in the last 18 months, 2 years, and that's helped us to be together as the church. It was such a delight and such a joy to come back into the building after the lockdown, and we really enjoy being in this fantastic space where people have worshipped for the last 900 years.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that we just, Katherine of Aragon's grave is right next to us. I wonder if you can talk about just like the unique charisms of just of this particular community of faith and this cathedral.
The cathedral is 904 years old. They started just behind us there in 1118, and it took them 120 years to get there. Of course, it was originally a Benedictine monastery, but in fact this is the third building on the site, and there have been Christians worshipping here since 654. The first abbey was founded, and it's just an extraordinary privilege to be part of that household of faith, the communion of saints, if you like, that continues to this day. And I certainly value my links with the historical past as we look forward to the future.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit, you have this T-Rex exhibit coming on in the next week or so, and all around us are all the workmen putting together the animatronics for these giant dinosaurs. Can you talk a little bit about how that fits in with just the bigger picture of your ministry?
We think this is such a wonderful space. We want people to come and see it. Peterborough is a relatively small city of about 200,000 people, and it's extraordinary how many people from Peterborough have never been into their cathedral. So the dinosaurs is the latest in a series of things that we've put on here to try and entice people over the threshold. And we hope that they'll come and see the dinosaurs, or whatever it is we're doing, and while they're here, they'll stop and think about this place, why this place exists, and perhaps their place in the vast scheme of things and in God's plan.
Yeah, well, that is exactly the effect that I had. When I walked through those doors, I felt a sense of awe and transcendence, and I'm sure that your visitors are going to have that same experience.
We very much hope so. This is quite a wonderful place. We don't use the word magical because that's not what we're about. But if we had a £5 note for every time somebody said, wow, as they came in, we'd be as rich as Croesus. We are pleased to be able to welcome people into this holy space that has seen plague and famine, it's seen civil war, it's seen times of great rejoicing and jubilation, but also times of national sadness and mourning. And all of that and more have washed off on the stones to make this a holy place.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Timothy, for your guardianship and your stewardship of this place, and for your generosity of spirit and taking this time to talk to us at Grace Cathedral and to us today.
It's great to have you here. We hope you'll come and visit us.
My name is Malcolm Clemens Young. I'm the Dean of Grace Cathedral in San Francisco, California. Thanks for watching More Good News.